So, reason number one, fear. The man said, I was afraid and I hid my talent. Fear is the commonest demon in the world. The commonest demon in the world is fear. Do you know that the commonest human being is an Asian? With the Chinese eyes. That's the commonest human being on earth. 60% of all human beings have Chinese eyes and look Chinese. They're all Asians. If the world had 100 people, 60 of them would be from Asia. And only 5 would be from America. 13 would be from Africa. And 9 would be from South America. And 5 would be from North America. And 12, Europe. Europe will be 12. And the islands will be 1, 2. Yeah. So in everything we have the commonest. In the demon world, the commonest demon is not a demon of lust. Wow. It's a demon of fear. Yes. The commonest. Fear is actually the reason why many things are happening. Fear is the reason why many things are happening. Sometimes a boy says, I love you, and you say, I love you too. But if you fear you will not marry, so you said, yes, I love you too. You take it like that. I'll take it like that. True. Sometimes you fear something will happen. That is why you are talking. But not that you have love for someone. So many things. When Gideon's army, when he came, thousands of them, 30,000. How many were they? 30,000. And he asked, how many of you are afraid? 27,000 said, we are afraid. That's the commonest evil spirit. It's the commonest evil spirit. For ministry, for relationship. The commonest spirit that spoils relationship is fear. You see, I have people that relate with me. You can relate with me either out of fear or love. But I prefer that you love me than you fear me. Because if you fear me, if you fear me, you don't like me. And if you get a chance, you strike at me. Yes. Because if you fear me, it means I can do something bad to you. And because I can do something bad to you, you want to do me before I do you. Do them before they do you. Yes. So, fear is the commonest spirit you have. Most girls are plagued with demons of fears. Fear. Different fear of this, fear of that, fear of this, fear. If you see something, even films, you see a film, you see something happen, you become afraid. Fear of a car, fear of a plane, fear of a boy, fear of a man, fear of marriage, fear of life, fear of tomorrow, fear of the unknown, fear of death, fear of sickness, fear of what happened to your sister, fear of what you saw in the film, fear of everything, fear of it. I know somebody who got married on Saturday. The bridegroom died on Monday. When you hear, you can easily be afraid of marrying. 27,000. They came out. They said, we don't want to fight in this war. Yes. So, brothers and sisters, fear. You must now. What do you do? You must recognize that an eliminator has come. A what? An eliminator has come. Because when you are afraid, you are not a nice person. When you meet an innocent person who is happy, you say, I love you. You say, I love you too. By a person who is full of fear, I love you, but I want to consider carefully because there are many things to consider. What do you mean by love? So I love you, what does it mean? Immediately, the person is too complicated. Brothers, choose a free-spirited person who is happy to be around and happy with everything that is happening. If you've chosen already, you have to ignore this part of the preaching. Girls, get rid of your evil spirits of fear. Just become happy. Don't think of what happened to you with this guy, because you remember somebody who said, I love you, but he was lying. Hey, can people lie like that? Like, can they actually talk like that? And it's like he actually won your heart. And then you actually believe, like when he spoke, you really believed it deep down. And then you float with it and you say, it must be true, it's real. And you gave yourself to him. And then later you find out that it's not true at all. Like the words didn't even have a value of even 5 CDs. 5 CDs. Wow. No, it's one of the greatest shocks is to find somebody who says the opposite behind your back. You can even fall down. I mean, I think you can even die. Yes. One day, a guy, he had so many girlfriends. So he called one of his girlfriends, "Hi, baby." Then there was a girl nearby. She called her, "Come and listen." "You see, there's foolish girls." Then he was rapping, said, "Hi, baby. I love you, baby." He was giving her raps. And she was very happy on that phone. Then he put the phone on the other girl and look at the foolish girl. And the girl was But you see, the effect it had on the other girl is it made the other girl more afraid of boys. If that's what they can do to this one, that's what they can do to me. She became more afraid of boys. Hey! That's why, if you want to be an A1 brother, anything you say, keep to your word. Try to keep to your word. If you say, I'll do this, do it. You say, I'll marry you, marry the person. If you're not married, just say, I'm happy this afternoon. Don't say, I love you or I'll marry. Just say, I'm happy this afternoon. And the happiness is not connected to you.
Oh, come on. You are so God is good.
Or you say, God is good. Or just quote the scriptures, Psalm 74, Psalm 23. If I was to follow my fears, I will not be a pastor. Oh yeah, I will not be standing here. Because you will be afraid of tomorrow. It's nice to meet a free-spirited person who is not so concerned about tomorrow. Let me speak to the brothers, to the sisters. Brothers, look closely. Don't marry a worried person. Somebody who is worried. It's not good. Because there are so many things to be worried about. We can be worried about who is going to die this year. Who is going to die next year. I mean, by 31st, who will be alive? By next year, 31st, who will be alive? I mean, you can't even think normally. You'll be worried about every day and about everything. And you start changing. You see somebody, the person is thinking. So what is the problem? he said I love you. He said I love you. That has made you lose weight. Otalo. Do you understand? Your meat is finished. Because of I love you. You should have rather gained weight. Thank you, brother. See me after for a price. You should have rather put on weight. When they say I love you now, then you start eating more. Out of happiness. Turn to the nearest sister. Now, you must be able to interpret people by looking at their faces and then their eyes. Look into the eyes and see the neighbor and see whether the person is happy or worried. Happy or worried and fearful. Yes. We need people who lift up their hand and say, yeah. I love you too. I'm happy too. I say, are you happy? Yeah, I'm very happy. If you don't have such a person, you go for honeymoon. Every day you'll be asking, are you okay? Is everything okay? Is there a problem? Do you need Panadol? Do you need aspirin? Do you need antidepressant? Do you need Valium? Do you need... Hey! Why? We want to be happy. I've written a new song about honeymoon. Honeymoon. You'll be hearing the song soon. How many want to hear that song about honeymoon? Fear is the commonest. So many are called to be happy in their marriage, but because of fear, few become happy. Yes. Amazing. Amazing. Will we be rich? Will we have money? Will you die? Will you live? Will our child? So what school will our child go to? How old is the child? We are thinking of the school. You know, the first time my wife told me that our child has to go, we have to find a school, I was shocked. I had not thought of school at all. I was happy in the world. So when she brought the idea of going to school, I said, look, find any nursery. It doesn't matter what you learn by age of 6. 1 + 1, A, B, C. How does it change your life? Tell somebody, Charlie, I'm getting myself free of all types of fears, so that I can be among the few that are chosen. Yeah. And now you see, the brothers are going to start looking at you closely to see, is it a happy person? Is it a free person? Is she happy? I'm looking here, I'm not seeing so much happiness. I'm not seeing so much happiness here. Complex thoughts with thinkings. One day I met a beloved and his beloved and her beloved. Young beloveds in the church. And I asked, how is it? I was expecting the beloved to say, we are happy, we are enjoying. She said, God is in control. God is in control of what aspect now? God is...